Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Incentive Concepts Live. It's Andy Hudson, the Director of Marketing for Incentive Concepts. And here we are again, another week coming at you from my basement during this work from home time and remote work situation, but we're having a great time with it. As you know, our goal of these live broadcasts is to connect and engage with our partners, our customers, our valued clients, and to just have some fun and to learn a little bit about the services that we offer. So with that, let's get started. Today is our first regional corporate gifting showcase, and we're headed up to the great state of Minnesota, St. Paul in particular. And we're going to welcome back our VP of Sales, Kevin Hagan. He's actually coming at us from Chicago, and our sales rep for the Minnesota and Dakotas area, Sarah Swenson. Hey guys, how are we doing?
Great.
Good, Andy. How are you?
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much for being here today. And it's fun to see your faces and enjoy at least a little one-on-one time by the video here. So thank you so much. Kevin, I'm going to start with you today. Can you kind of provide us an overview of today's broadcast?
Yeah, thanks, Andy. As you said, it's kind of the first regional corporate gifting showcase that we're doing, and it's really the intent is to kind of connect locally to the people here in Minnesota with Sarah that she's got great relationships with, as well as share some of the ideas around the country of what's going on in different parts of the country. As I said, Sarah's got some great relationships, and she's going to talk to some of the products today and give us a little bit of an insight of what she's working on.
All right, so thank you, Kevin, and thank you for joining us, Sarah. We really appreciate it. Those of you that are watching on our YouTube channel, feel free to chat with us. Let us know your name, where you're watching from. There should be a chat box right below the YouTube box there on our website. So, Sarah, again,
Yes.
again, welcome. What do you have planned for us today?
You know, today I'm going to show you some amazing products from Incentive Concepts. And the whole experience of the pandemic and everything, I feel like the lifestyle items have become very, very popular to share with our family and our friends. And we were going to be outside today. Most of these products are weather resistant, but I was not. So we had to make sure we moved inside. So I'm really excited to show you how these products can work great in incentive programs, recognition, years of service, safety, events, and all that good stuff.
Well, that's fantastic. And really glad that you're coming at us from Minnesota. That's one of my favorite parts of the country. I actually have family. I don't know if you know this, but I actually have quite a few family up in Duluth, which is way up north from you guys, but I love Minnesota.
Duluth.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, hey, speaking about that part of the country, we're going to have our first viewer poll right now. And with July just around the corner, what do you think the average temperature is, the average high temperature is in July for the Minneapolis, St. Paul area? So Sarah, why don't you think about that for a little bit? And let's see what our viewers put in the chat, and let's see if anybody can get it right, okay? So before we get started with some of the products you're going to show us, I just want to ask you a few questions, Sarah, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
All right, great. Okay, so you've been involved in premiums and incentives industry for more than 25 years, even though you're like 24 years old.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. So what are your favorite parts of the industry?
You know what? It is the people and working with them every day and being creative, and when there's a challenge, coming up with a great positive solution. We're always evolving in this industry, and it's fun, it's exciting, and never one day is the same, to be honest. And again, though, it's a relationship with all my clients, and I adore it, and I like the challenges they give me.
Excellent, excellent. Good answer. And I enjoy it too. And I think Kevin would agree. It's a great industry to be in. It's all about the people. It's all about the relationships, and we have a great time with it. You have,
Andy, I have to add, though, the most of my customers know me. The hardest part of this pandemic has been the fact that I can't give them a hug.
And you give good hugs,
So-
so yeah, okay,
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
Yep.
Kevin gives good hugs too, but you get better hugs. Okay,
Yeah.
so you do have great relationships with your customers. We do know that. So what are some effective or unique programs that you've helped your customers build over the years?
There's been so many, but I would say the most recent was when everything hit. There was a lot of events that were going on site, of course, and we were ready to ship a lot of product in to hotels where they would have like a suite experience, and everything hit, but we came up with a solution and we resolved it. We used the event card and giving a little time with the client and the customer. They got it all pulled together. Everything went live with event card, which is a very unique solution where you can put their logo on the site, a message from the president, and then the person has the choice of going on, picking that product, and it's drop shipped right to their home. When you're on site and they get it right there, there's some instant gratification, but to come up with the solution was nothing but positive. The distributor and the client were extremely happy.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, the event card solution that we have is amazing, perfect for this time that we're in. Of course, we'd all want to be meeting in person, but it does work for the opportunity. Hey, Kevin, I'm going to come over to you. Did anybody answer our poll question on the chat yet?
Yeah, Andy, let me see. We've got a couple here. We have a 78, an 83, a 90, an 82. Someone said it's finally colder than Toronto, which is our friend Jason.
So yeah,
that's some of the guesses there.
Okay, so the question was, what's the average high temperature in Minneapolis, St. Paul in July? Kevin, you got a guess?
I would say 84.
Okay, Sarah.
I'm going 82.
82, which I think Karen wrote 82. And the winner is Karen and Sarah. 82.
Really?
Yeah, so 82 is the average high temperature in Minneapolis, St. Paul in the month of July. So I'll be moving there from St. Louis in July.
Perfect.
Okay, good.
We'll welcome you.
All right. Well, thanks for everybody for answering that fun question. We love it. So Kevin, I'm going to ask you to are there any questions from our viewers first? I apologize.
No questions that I've come across yet.
Okay. All right. Somebody just said it's 75 degrees, but with humidity, it feels like 180 degrees. So wherever that person is, crazy. All right, Kev. So I'm going to ask you, Kevin, to step aside. Sarah and I are going to get into some stuff. We'll see you back here in a few minutes. Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
All right. Thanks, Kev.
See you, Kev.
See ya.
All right, Sarah. So let's dive into what we're going to talk about today. One thing I'm noticing is you're wearing sunglasses inside. What's the story there?
Well, we were going to hold this outside, but we wanted to feature this unique Bose frame this is the Rondo style, which I like. It's a little more girl I think it looks better on girls. The great thing is there's an integrated microphone. So you guys are hearing me right through the sunglasses. Another unique feature, you can have 3.5 hours of continuous play off your music, which is great. I walk the dog with these all the time, and my neighbors think I'm crazy because they think I'm talking to myself. If I get a phone call, I can answer. The other thing is we also have, what you're seeing there is the Alto, and that was the first product that we came out with. And it was a medium large, kind of for a little larger head, and we realized the style is very, very strong. So we came out with a small medium, which we call the Smalto, and it's done extremely well. And then we have kind of more stylish Rondo here. One other cool feature that is fun is if I were to hold this little button, I don't know if you can see it. I can hold the button and increase or decrease the volume. But we're not going to play with that just in case I get disconnected.
Yeah. Okay, good. Well, you kind of broke up there for 1 second. I don't think you pushed the button, but those frames are amazing. And I think what you said was, if I heard you right, you're actually talking to me via Bluetooth, right?
Correct.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent. And that's unbelievable. It's so you can be walking your dog, like you said, or maybe lounging by the pool. You could take your phone call, listen to your music, whatever. So what type of music do you typically listen to when you're walking your dog?
Well, fortunately or unfortunately, my daughter's playlist is on my phone.
Oh,
So there's been a lot of Post Malone, things like that.
okay. All right. Okay. Well, we won't give any grief about that.
Yeah, right.
So it looks like you have a couple other Bose products there on the table. Can you tell me about those?
I do. We all know that Bose has incredible sound with their speakers, and I'm very excited to show you the Revolve, which we have the Revolve Plus as well. This little guy here will be 12 hours of battery life. But the neat thing right now, well, let's talk about, has 360 degrees of sound. Number one thing I have to tell all of my customers to make sure they let their customers know as well, you want to download the Bose Connect app right away when you get your product. It will help you with everything, make it so user-friendly. So make sure you do that, okay? And then the neat thing is with the approval of Bose, we are now decorating on that, and I'm gonna have that kind of come in. It looks fantastic. And we can laser and imprint on that.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, they're doing an incredible job. We also have the SoundLink Color, which this has kind of been around. This is our generation 2, or maybe even 3, sorry. But this basically comes in 4 colors, some fun bright yellow and blue, and then there's always black. But we're all now decorating on that as well, and it looks fantastic.
Nice. So is that an imprint decoration, or is there other options too?
There's other options. If you can come in here a little bit, this is actually lasered. It looks fantastic.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very classy.
So this is a fun piece. My newest favorite is the home portable speaker. This puppy gives you the 360 degrees of sound, but also is voice controlled. So you can work with either Siri or Alexis and work with that. You can actually even turn them off if you'd rather not have them hearing what you're saying. So it's a great speaker, portable. All of these are weather resistant too. So keep that in mind. Fun for the family, outside, on a boat, camping, what have you.
I bet there's a lot of people that have boats up there. I know whenever I go visit my family, there's boats all over the place, people towing them on trailers. I bet you those would be fantastic for a day on the lake.
Absolutely.
All right, cool. I got to get up there and get on the lake. I'm jonesing for some lake time myself. So
well, you're invited.
Oh, good. All right, cool. Now, what about this piece of furniture you're sitting on? It looks pretty comfy.
Well, I think sometimes furniture in programs gets a bad reputation, but I have to tell you about my experience. W Unlimited has made it so pleasant. From the minute it showed up at my house, it was in a box. I unpacked the box, and here was, have a question, need help, every person I could contact to make it work right. But fortunately, I didn't even need that. I opened up this little bag that was filled with each parts for each piece. They were basically marked with, G and H go together, and this is what you need. Everything was here, and it made it so user-friendly because I actually did this all by myself. So if I can do it, anybody can. But W Unlimited has some amazing products. We have a lot of different things to choose from. It can be from just some Adirondack chairs to a dining set for outside to leisure tanning bed. So they have so much to offer, and they work with us well, and don't forget about it.
Okay, and it looks like it looks like that furniture could even work in a sunroom or something that's right off your patio too. It doesn't necessarily have to work outside.
Exactly. I mean, clearly, Andy, we moved inside, and my daughter just said, I kind of like this better. So it does work. And it's, again, though, it's all weather resistant. So you can pull these cushions in, but if you leave them out, you're not going to have a situation where they get ruined. Okay. But of course, you probably want to pull them in.
Great. Beautiful flowers, by the way.
Thank you. Those are my supermarket flowers.
There you go. Great. All right. So it looks like over to your left, our right, we've got a barbecue grill. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, our amazing partner, Jason, sent this in. It's the Baron 400 pellet smoker. But the big key here is too, it is a grill. So you don't have to just think of it as, oh, I've invested in this pellet smoker and that's all I can do. You actually can grill on this. There's 445 inches of primary cooking space. It comes with 2 different probes, which is great. Heavy cast iron grill, and then grids. But the cool thing is it actually has the control and Wi-Fi. And as Jason always says, the blue lights make everybody happy. But even down to, they thought of everything. An easy little tray for the grease, easy to put back in. One of my favorites, it's, you have to plug this in, but you can't see this, but right behind they have a little rack I attached that I can wrap up the cord and then put this beautiful cover over to protect it. It's got a great shelf down here that you can put the pellets on, which they have 20-pound bags of hickory smoke to make it incredible. You're going to put it right in here. And this Saturday, I am going to give my first whirl at a brisket for my father and husband on Father's Day. We're going to give it 14 hours.
Great.
So
what's going to be a side dish?
Yes.
Oh,
cheesy
God.
potatoes.
Okay.
You're coming to visit now?
I think I'll spend Father's Day with my family, but it's tempting. What about this?
Okay.
What about this panel you're holding on to right now?
Well, this is really exciting for us. We've worked on a program for so many years to come up with the right solution for you guys with lower minimums. So Broil King is doing a vinyl decal, which we can put right here on top of this piece and other pieces, as you'll see here. But also this cool full panel wrap, which it's a 3M vinyl wrap and it's full color, 25-piece minimum. We can look at less than minimum with additional charges. But also we can do the metal plate on here, which is great on a smoker, the stand up. But this is super exciting for us. Lower minimums, incredible work that they're doing.
Okay, and our friend Jason Radford with Broil King is tuning in as we speak, and he says, don't recommend indoor grilling.
We won't, Jason, I promise.
Okay, can that particular pellet smoker grill receive a logo?
Yes. And I think I mentioned that we can put the vinyl decal right here on top.
Oh, sorry, I missed that.
No, that's okay. Andy, listen, I'm just kidding.
Okay, yeah, right. So the logo goes right on top there. Okay, perfect, wonderful.
Yes, yeah. And then again, the Smart Touch features makes it really easy. It's Wi-Fi. So if I left for the night and wanted to check in and see how things are going, I can do that.
Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Okay, so do you have any accessories, like barbecue accessories there or anything?
Thank you for that. And real quick, biggest point here, Broil King is made in the USA, guys. So right now we're seeing a lot of people that don't have stock because of everything that's gone on. Don't forget, made in the USA. The couple things that are not are the wonderful utensils, but they have plenty of stock. This is the Porter Chef Toolset. It's super cool. It's all compact, and you can pop these off, the silicone handles, open it up, and you've got your tool set in here. Whoops, we're gonna let that go. We can engrave any of these utensils but the knife in the set. Then take these utensils out and let's marinate our steaks. I like to do a flank steak with brown sugar and soy sauce. And then after it's all done, chop it up on the cutting board. So it's all compact, it's awesome. And we can laser logo it. So don't forget that either.
So the laser logo goes right on the lid?
On the lid.
Which is a cutting board.
So it's safe,
Great.
food safety. Yep, and you flip it over to have the cutting board.
Awesome. Well,
so
hey,
that's a fun piece.
Speaking of the outdoors, and I know it was canceled this year, one of my favorite memories of Minnesota was going to the Minnesota State Fair. Do you go every year?
I usually do, but not this year.
Okay. All right. Yeah, they're canceled this year, but it's going to lead us So I've got a poll number 2 question. I like doing these little polls, Sarah. So I looked up a trivia question.
Yep.
So poll number 2 from our watchers or from our viewers. 2.1 million visitors visited last summer over 12 days at the Minnesota State Fair. And like I said, it's canceled this year, unfortunately, because of the COVID-19 situation. But the poll question is, which US presidents do you think have visited the state fair at one time during their life? Sarah, do you have any ideas?
You know, I believe Clinton did, because he kind of did a tour of St. Paul, but I might be wrong. But that's my guess.
Okay, so viewers, I'm going to put it in the chat as well. I just did. Let us know which US presidents you think have visited the Minnesota State Fair at one time or the other, and we'll get back to you in a little bit, okay? Sarah, it looks like you've got a huge roll of toilet paper there. Is that paper towels?
You got it.
Okay.
This is from Mr. Barbecue, and it's paper towels, but you put your condiments in here. You can put your utensils, which Jason sent me in to clean up this pellet smoker. I can put it right there. A piece. If you're camping, just going out to the backyard, you don't want to be running in and back and forth to the backyard. If you're tailgating, all kinds of things this can be used for. It's a great piece. I'm going to set it right there because we're going to kind of move on over to another cool accessory that Mr. Barbecue has. It's a condiment caddy. And it's really cool because it has this cool technology. So basically you're going to take this out, put it in the freezer, which is great. When you're ready, you put it in here, and then it will keep everything cool all day long. You can remove those, clean them out, but it's a great piece when you're having a little gathering outside, tailgating again, all of it works.
Great. And it looks like not only could you do condiments in there, you might be able to do a bunch of like a salsa bar or something on Cinco de Mayo.
Absolutely. Anything you want.
Okay. And then you're clearing off a tabletop there, it looks like, but it doesn't look like it's the table. What do you got there?
This is an awesome Mr. Barbecue Endless Summer fire pit. And I love it. It has a 50,000 BTU burner, and the rocks, the fire resistant rocks there. But the cool thing is it looks beautiful. And I like it because I don't want to deal with the wood and ash and all of that. So it's a great feature outside. But the neat thing is you put your little gas tank in there. But this is a new feature. The top goes right in here for storage. And you can shut that and you're all set.
Wonderful. So yeah, that's easy. I would imagine that people that have, covers or whatnot on their fire pits, those will get dented or lost or discarded. So that's a great solution there.
It's a great solution. And I do want to mention too that this comes with a great cover, as well as you can order for the pellet smoker, and they both are great accessories.
Okay. I bet during the even during the summer when it gets cool up there, I bet a fire pit's nice to have out on the patio.
It's fantastic. I can't wait to use it in the fall, and I can't wait to use it tonight.
Oh, okay, great, cool. Now I'm looking behind you.
And not inside, Andy, I know that.
Oh yeah, outside, right, okay. Now I'm looking behind you and I see something orange and a gator. What do we got going on out on the patio?
I'm really excited to show you one of our favorite Escalade partners. And we have the pop-up bar, which is really, it came out to be made for tailgating. But it could be used out here on my deck, camping, because it's so user-friendly. It basically comes in a great bag, and you just unpack that. You can have it put up in 10 minutes. And I'm telling you the truth, I watched a YouTube and it was up in 15 because it took a little bit more time just to see how it worked. But UV protected umbrella, and we can completely customize it. So you'll see how fun it is. It has the wrap that comes with 4 stools, and you can take these in if you want. That's nice to have that cover. It's a 3 tier, and the coolest thing that you guys can't see because we have to stay inside there is the 24 can cooler, and it has the steel frame. So easy, slick to use, and we can completely customize it.
Okay. So unfortunately, there's nothing in that 24 can cooler, but looks like you got some lemonade
I
or
have some
something.
lemonade.
Okay.
I have some lemonade to finish this all up.
There you go. Now, what about
There you go.
what about this yellow thing in front of you? This piece of machinery.
This is the Karcher pressure washer. They are the #1 manufacturer of pressure washers, made in Germany, but they have made this and really thought about every unique feature. It has a great on and off switch right here. All you have to do is that. Has a durable steel wand here. It actually will collapse so you can store it better. And then you can remove like the soap tank really easy. So they've made it really user friendly. This has 1,900 pounds per PSI,
Right.
which basically means you can clean your driveway, your deck, what have you. You can even do it on your vinyl siding.
Okay.
And we do make commercial ones too that would basically rip that siding off, but this one is for easy home use.
All right. I think it's pounds per square inch.
Yes.
PSI.
Did I not say that, Andy?
No, I could be wrong. I don't know. Pressure per square inch. Pound.
No, it is right. That is right.
Okay.
It's pounds per square inch. So that's your pressure.
And going back to that pop-up bar, because that's really impressive. It would seem like that would make a great, gift for even families now that are hosting smaller get-togethers, and you could just pop it up right on your grass in your backyard.
Absolutely. That, tailgating, trade shows. I mean, how better to make your brand stand out? So it's a really unique gift. And they have so many other products that we can customize, and they just need to ask, and I'm there to help you with that.
Okay. And just to be crystal clear, the pop-up bar, everything that you're showing there is customizable. The wrap, the stools, and the umbrella, right?
The wrap, yep. And I don't know if I mentioned, it's made in the USA, guys. Another one that we can easily work with.
Very important. Wow.
Yeah.
You've shown us a lot there. I wonder if Kevin's still tuning in. Kevin, are you still there? Let's see if he can come back on.
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm gonna watch.
There he is. So we asked the question about presidents that have been to the Minnesota State Fair, and Sarah said Clinton. Sorry, Sarah, you're wrong. Okay. But that's okay. We won't hold it against you. Kevin, do you have a guess?
I'm going with I'm kind of cheating, so I'm looking at everybody's answers. But
Well, then
I'm gonna
never
go
mind.
with-
Highlight some answers from the chat.
Dan said Taft because he liked to eat a lot, and he meant a lot. There was a number of Theodore Roosevelts. There was also a Truman in there, but most people were saying Roosevelt.
Okay, so Roosevelt is correct, Teddy Roosevelt. And the person who said Taft because he likes to eat is correct. Also, Calvin Coolidge, Eisenhower, and Warren Harding. Now, none of them are from Minnesota. I think 2 of them are from Ohio, but they made the trek up there even back in the day for all the wonderful stuff at the Minnesota State Fair, including all the food. So, yeah. Kevin, any questions on the chat?
No, I think Sarah did such a great job that there was no questions to be had.
Wonderful. Do you have anything that you'd like to add, Kev?
No, great job, Sarah. Appreciate your time and going through everything. It's good to see some of the products you're working with and sharing that with everybody else from not just your territory, but other territories as well. So really appreciate your time.
I loved it. Thank you guys for the support.
Well, thank you, Sarah, and thank you, Kevin. I'm going to talk a little bit about our next episodes. Next week, we're heading down south for our South Central Corporate Gifting Showcase. We're going to go to the Big D in Texas with Dan Bowl. And again, I want to echo what Kevin said. It's good to see, no matter what part of the country you're in, you can join us for this. And things are a little bit different depending on what region we go to. And then on July 2nd, really excited to bring on Ted Moravec, who's our Vice President of Process Innovation. And we're going to kind of give an overview of Incentive Concepts' position in the recognition and loyalty space. And then we have a very special, exciting announcement. I'm not going to give it away now, about something brand new coming from Incentive Concepts that's sure to kind of change the landscape of the premiums and incentives industry. So make sure to tune in on July 2nd. June 25th, July 2nd, again, 2:30 Eastern, 1:30 Central, incentiveconcepts.com/live. For those of you watching, head on over to incentiveconcepts.com. Also, we would really appreciate if you'd subscribe to our YouTube channel. So just click that subscribe button. We'd appreciate that. Sarah, you should do it as well.
I will do it.
Okay. Again, Kevin, thank you so much. Great job. And Sarah, thank you very, very much. Wonderful presentation. Get outside now, okay?
I'm going to go enjoy the day. Thank you guys so much.
All right. Take care.
Thanks.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Thanks,
All right,
Andy.
take
See you
care.
all later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.